Thank you. Obviously very, very excited and feel very privileged to be here in front of you and thank Scott and Rick for giving me this great opportunity to work at such a place and lead a group of young men like this and the high character guys that we can attract here, be a part of this university and this community and this wonderful city. So I thank you and I am really, really excited. Before I go any further, I do have to introduce four special people that put up with way more than anybody should have to. My wife, Jenny, who is incredible and has been unbelievably patient. I left them. They finally rejoined me here about 5 days later. I just left them and came down here, then went back to Charleston and back. So, but rejoining them, it's great to see them. Hannah, my daughter, and then Hunt and Riley, and they, like I said, they're a big part of this and really put up with way more than they should. But there's also a group, and as I look at these guys, and I just met with the team, and I told them, I know what they're going through. I've been there myself as a student athlete. I've come into several different programs, and probably the toughest thing I've ever had to do in coaching, I did last night. My alma mater, a special group of young men. I know many of them are probably watching on the internet right now. But I had to say goodbye for now to those guys. And though our relationships will continue, but I had to leave them and all that we had built and all, how we had come to know each other. So that was extremely tough. But it's also what excites me about coming here today, because working and developing and getting an opportunity to be around that high character of young people and building another program, putting the pieces together, putting the team together. That's what really excites me, and the competitive part of me, doing it at an even higher level. That's again why I'm so thankful for the opportunity. When I met with Rick and Scott, and they pointed out the vision, I'll share a few thoughts with you. But when they pointed out the vision and the direction that the program was going to go the next couple of years, that's what really excited me about this particular opportunity. It was kind of amazing later on that night when Rick had to drive me back to the DoubleTree after giving me this clear direction on where he wanted to go with the program, and then he couldn't, after living here 10 years, he couldn't come close to finding the DoubleTree. But I was starting to lose faith that entire evening of going through all that was for nothing. But I do believe, without a shadow of a doubt, that everything is either in place or on the way in the very near future for us to be successful and to have the kind of program that all of you want and that everybody in the Tulane community deserves. And so, I'm reminded of a quote I often give our team, and it was from John F. Kennedy. He said, "There are no great men, just great opportunities." And I feel like I'm sitting on a great opportunity, and everybody that decides to sign up and join in and buy into this vision and what's going to happen here over the next few years is going to be part of a great opportunity as well, and it'll produce great results. It is a process, though, and I will tell you, we're going to build something that's meant to last, and you do that with hard work, integrity, working hard on the fundamentals every day, building the habits you need to so they'll carry on. But it is, I can't promise you when the wins and losses will come, but I'll tell you, as we focus on those things, the everyday things that we can control, we'll build something really, really solid and something we're all really proud of. Rick touched on it. I can't do it by myself. I love putting teams together. I love leading people, but I can't do it by myself. We need everybody. We need everybody joining together, all of these guys out here, everybody in the administration, everybody in the community. We need all of you at the games, dragging a few friends with you. And it starts, just as in recruiting, it starts close to home, and it's the same way with our crowds. It's going to start right here on this campus, and we'll build it from the inside out. And again, when you do it that way, it lasts. I usually don't pass out this many quotes, but I will leave you with one last one before we take questions. And my great-grandfather, our family's from the south side of Chicago originally, and my great-grandfather, one of his best friends was a guy named Daniel Burnham, and he was credited with being the first city planner, the architect of Chicago is what they called him. And what he said was, make no small plans. They have no magic in which to stir men's blood. And I would tell you this, let's think big. Let's work together every day to make it happen, and let's enjoy the heck out of the process. Mark, are we taking questions up here then?
We'll open up to questions from the media, please.
The question was about recruiting in this area and how we plan to attack that. Like I just said, recruiting starts from the inside out. And really, that goes even closer than just in the area. It goes to these guys. They'll be our best ambassadors. They'll be our best recruiters when people come on campus. But we will, as I look to put together a staff that really complements each other, we'll certainly look, to blend a focus of this area. This is a great basketball area. A lot of talented prospects and guys that can help us be successful. So we will certainly look to have a staff that can recruit this area. Myself personally, obviously I'm not from here, but I will work tirelessly to develop those ties with the area high school coaches, just like I've done at every other stop in my career, and then we'll move from there. I was fortunate at the Citadel. We recruited on somewhat of a national basis. Our players were from all over the country, and so I feel like we do have ties that we can branch out to. But again, the strength will come from right here close to home. What attracted me really was Tulane. I mean, it's obviously I've been a visitor to New Orleans before, and I know how vibrant the city can be, and I've had many friends that have lived here or passed through. So that's an exciting part. But really, for me as a coach, and my wife will tell you this, I won't be leaving campus too much. I'll be at work, and so for me, it was really about being part of a place like Tulane. That just stands for so much, has such a tremendous reputation, can do so much for young people, and I get to coach the type of high character people that are attracted to a place like that. So that's really what was so attractive about this job. Style of play. We, first and foremost, and I met with the team and they asked that question. One constant is going to be on the defensive end. We will get back and we will guard you, and it will be tough to score on us. We'll make it difficult. On the offensive side, a lot of that has to do with how we can evaluate these guys and what particular skills they bring to the table. I'll tell you, there's some constants to that. The constants of ball movement and player movement, a lot of motion based to what we do. We'll push the ball up the floor and look to take advantage of all different mismatches, but we'll be able to do that because of the fundamental work we do. And that's what I go back to talking about the evaluation. I'll see what their strengths are. We'll play to those on the offensive end, and then on the defensive end, we're going to make it difficult to score on us. Huge. And I say that because I think the first key to building a program, and again, one that's going to last, is you have to develop that environment for success. And to do that, you have to have a culture of guys buying into development and working on their games, being there all the time, and that skill building process. And, to have a facility where they can do that 24/7. And it's just that's invaluable, and that's really the heart and soul of what we do is take those young people and develop them, and so now we have a venue to do that, that will be second to none, and we'll be able to do an even better job.
Any more questions? Again, I'd like to thank everybody for coming. Coach Conroy will be available for one-on-ones with the media, and then once he has completed those, please feel free to stop by and say hello. Thank you.